Hey guys, Christos here. Welcome back for another video. Today we are going to be doing a passive income monthly report for the month of September. Now today's one is going to be a very interesting one. Very much like the one that I did back in July. This month I didn't really do too much active work. So this one's going to be really interesting because most of the income that I actually made throughout the month of September is going to be completely passive. Now, if you don't follow me on social medias, you won't know this, but I have been on a week holiday to Mallorca. I've also had my dad come and visit, and I've been doing various other things which obviously hasn't left me to do too much work. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump straight into the computer and we're going to really see how much passive income I've actually made over the past 30 days. So if you're interested in this video, if you like these types of videos, of course always like the video. That does help the video out with the YouTube algorithm. But having said that, let's jump on the computer and let's go through the report. Okay, so if you've watched these before, you'll know exactly what this is all about, but if you haven't, basically what I have here are my 6 main sources of income and passive income that I earn every single month. And basically all I'm going to do in this video is just go through them with you, talk a little bit about them, how they've gone, maybe compare them to how they've done last month, and at the end of the video we're going to be talking about exactly how much I made. So let's not waste any time. Let's get started with my reselling business this month. So as I did mention, I haven't really had too much time to do much work at all throughout the month of September, so realistically my reselling business isn't going to be as high as what I wanted it to be. I did mention in my previous passive income reports that I've actually been clearing out a lot of my stock, so I haven't particularly been making too much profit, so to say. One thing I have been doing though is bringing a lot of my money back into my reselling business account to allow me to buy those products for Q4, because we've got Christmas coming up, and of course we all know that Christmas is going to be a very busy time if you sell online. So that's one thing that I've been doing with that business this month, and my total profit for this month was, let me just load that up, £820. So that consists of my Amazon FBA business, my eBay business, and sometimes, very rarely, I sell a few things on Facebook Marketplace as well. When it comes to my private sales, if you didn't know what that is, this is just basically me selling my old stuff that I potentially use, maybe some of my old YouTube equipment. Didn't sell anything this month, so that is going to be simply 0, leaving the total for the reselling business for the month of September of £820. Like I said, I spent most of the month on holiday or doing other things with family, so it's not really the end of the world that I still managed to make that kind of money. Now, moving down, let's go on to my rental property. Now, this one's very much straightforward. This is a set amount that I receive every single month from my 2 absolutely fantastic tenants, I must say. These are my first ever property tenants. It's the first ever property I've ever rented out, and I think we're about 14 months into the lease now, and there's not been one problem. Every payment has always come on time. I did drop the payments in July after 1 year, simply because they were buying some of the furniture off me, and just simply every single month they pay me £1,100. When you take off maybe a couple of bills and stuff like that, it comes to about £900 in net income that I actually earn. But one thing that I do with this whole entire income report, this is just my gross income for the month. I talk about taxes another time, but this is just all the money that comes into my account. So rental property was £1,100, no repairs this month, so I got the full amount, and obviously the total is going to be the same as well. Now, moving on to my affiliate business, one thing that I like to do with my affiliate business is I like to group all of this together just for the sake of this video, because one of my main businesses is selling different affiliate products, and I have so many different affiliate products to my personal brand. If I was to go through all of them, we're going to be here for about 45 minutes, which I don't want to take that much of your time out every single day. So I've grouped all of them together, but as you can see, I've written down a couple of the main ones that I use, things like Amazon Associates, of course, Skillshare, online jobs. I've got an accountant that I promote, that I get affiliate payments from, all things like that, and some Amazon software as well. The total for this month hasn't been as good as previous months because simply I haven't been actively promoting the products that I use, and it was a total of £1,200 £209. So if we take a look at my previous month, obviously, as you can see on this month, I did £2,489. July, I did £1,781. June, £1,859. So it's been a lower month this month for me in terms of my affiliate business, and I'm absolutely cool with that because I know that this is very much an up and down business. It's never going to be completely consistent, and I'm hoping next month maybe we can push that up a little bit. So this month, not the greatest month for affiliates, and obviously because we combine them all, the total is going to be the same. Now, this down here should say YouTube, if I just type that in. So this is basically all the income that I earn directly from this YouTube channel. Now, one thing that I do have to say is that some of my affiliate sales are, of course, going to come from this YouTube channel, but these are the main incomes that I earn directly from making these videos. So the ads that play on these videos, for example, and AdSense for this month is going to be £350, which once again isn't my highest month. If we take a look at August, it was a little bit higher than last month, but in previous months, if we look 360, 415, 402, 444, it's not the worst case scenario, but it's still, like I said, I'm getting paid for making YouTube videos, which you guys get to watch for free, which I absolutely love. So I have no complaints in terms of the AdSense that I ever make. And hopefully, of course, over time, as I create more videos, this should naturally go up. So not too bad. Moving on to the sponsored video. Now, this isn't the best result that I've had. So in fact, it's not a bad result. Basically, it was an Amazon software that sponsors me every single month. I still use their products every single day today, but because I don't create Amazon content anymore, that kind of deal just has come to a natural end, which obviously is absolutely fine. It's going to naturally happen. I completely understand that. Obviously, the disadvantage of it is going to be a little bit of money that I'm not going to be receiving every single month. But however, it's also work that I do not have to do, extra work that I do not have to do, and I can focus on creating the content that I'm really passionate about. So that's going to be 0 this month. So if we just update that, and then a sponsored post, I've done no sponsored post on Instagram. I very, very rarely do Instagram sponsored posts or anything like that. So total on the YouTube side is going to be £350. Now, moving on to dividend incomes, we had a better month this month with the dividend incomes, because one thing I have to say, actually, I don't actually invest too much into dividend paying stocks. Most of my portfolio consists of growth stocks, and naturally they don't normally pay a dividend to start off with, at least. And I actually had some money come in from my ETF that I own, which is the VMID, which basically covers the FTSE 250, if you didn't know already. And I got £64.94 from that, and that went into my ISA stocks and shares, so I didn't have to pay any tax on that. That is 100% my money that I earn. And I did receive a very, very small amount from my Trading 212 account from Walmart stock, I believe, which was £2.37. But every little helps, as Tesco's likes to say, I think. But not too bad a month with the dividend incomes. A total of £67.31. I'm happy with it. I actually did just receive another dividend income literally yesterday, but because it was in October, I'm not counting it for this month. That was about £90, so that's going to be a good one on next month's income report. But like I say, I'm happy with £67.31. Absolutely no work I had to do for that. One thing that I do want to say, actually, whilst I've got you guys here, is that I have actually created a brand new free Discord group for investing. So if you're watching this video and you are interested in investing into the stock market or anything of that kind, then make sure you head down to the first link in my description down below, because that is going to be a link to my free Discord group. So it's been running for about 2 weeks now. We've got just over 150 members in there, and it's going really, really well. There's been some really good value being delivered in there, and like I said, it is completely free, so there are no catches. Feel free to join and join in with the conversation down below. Link is in the description. So moving on, now we've covered all of that, Let's move on to our other section. Now, this is where I do my coaching business. I have mentioned in a previous video that I want to actually break this out because coaching business is one of the main things that I actually do. I help beginners get started with Amazon FBA or just reselling in general for the most part. And this month was a pretty good month for coaching. I was able to do the odd call here and there. And like I said, the coaching sessions that I do are only 1 hour long, so I'm able just to fit them in at any time of the day. It doesn't really take too much work on my side. I just need to be available, and I made £405 this month from my coaching business. When I compare that to the previous month, I only did £245, as you can see here. July, £200. June, I had a good month in June, and then May was only 166. So it was one of my best months for my coaching business this month, which was really, really good. And like I always say, I absolutely love doing coaching face to face, over Skype or Zoom. It really helps me get out and actually talk to some people, because sitting in this office creating videos can get quite lonely from time to time. Moving on to my ebook sales, I didn't do any ebook sales this month. I have mentioned before that I do need to update my beginner Amazon ebook, which is my only ebook that I have, but nonetheless I'm not really too fussed about that. Freelance work, I still am waiting to do a website that I have agreed to design that's going to bring in around £500. I just haven't completed it yet and received any money from that, so that will likely come next month, I'm hoping. So that one is going to be zero, and then cashback this month was zero as well. I haven't withdrawn anything from my cashback account, so total for this one is going to be £405, and that kind of sums up my entire streams of income. Now, one thing that I'm going to mention once again is that I spent pretty much most of September not working at all. Like I said, I was on holiday for a month. I was seeing family. I was also recovering from my birthday month, which was a bit of a messy end to August as well. And it's been quite hard to get into the rhythm of things again. But I'm back, and I'm happy that I know this isn't the greatest month that I've had, but that is what business is all about, guys. So when we actually go and look at the combined income for the month, like I said, always say in these videos, this is all before tax and any kind of expenses come out. We are at £3,951.31. Once again, when I compare that to my old job, which only paid me around £3,300 before tax, it's still doing very, very good. And the fact that I can work on my own schedule and run my own businesses, I'm still very happy with it, but it's not been as good as the previous months that I've had. But once again, most of it has been completely passive because, like I said, I haven't really done too much work. So just to complete this form and make it all official, when we compare it to last month, I did £4,847, and the difference between the two is this month we did £896 less than what we did last month. And like I said, not the end of the world, because one thing that I didn't do was too much work, and a lot of this was 100% passive. So one final thing, of course, if you are into investing, make sure you get yourselves in that Discord group. It's completely free, and like I said, we are chatting in it every single day. That is one thing that I've been very active on in the past month. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.